tonight.
This political season, RFD-TV and Rural Radio Sirius XM, in association with Mediacom, are proud to bring you Rural Town Hall. This program offers each presidential candidate the opportunity to positively present their vision in an exclusive one-hour program during primetime. Candidates will be answering questions from rural associations, commodity organizations, youth groups like FFA and 4-H, and those whose roots are firmly planted in America's rural communities. Our goal is to reconnect city with country to ensure that the next president understands the issues important to rural Americans.
Oh, it was great. Look, the people were friendly. They were well-informed. Great questions. I really enjoyed even the follow-up conversations with folks one-on-one afterwards on their issues. Rural issues are America's issues. I think it's important for Iowa. It's important for Louisiana. It's important for our country. So I really enjoyed the experience. People were friendly. The hour went by very, very quickly.
It was very nice to be able to have people in the audience ask the questions as opposed to just have the moderator ask them. And I think it makes it really more engaging for people. And I was impressed by the broad range of topics that were covered.
The questions were tremendous and they were very diverse. And one of the great things is you actually have time to answer. And you can talk about real issues and not just the problems but solutions, because so often you hear all the candidates and they're great at pointing out the problems. What we need are solutions.
The substance that we covered in that hour was more depth than in 3 hours of a debate we had last week, because sadly the debate focused more on a food fight, trying to pick fights between the candidates rather than delving into issues that matter to real Americans. I thought it was a great discussion.
There is this disconnect between urban and rural America, and I don't think we've had a president in a long time who's thought about the importance of that for our country and the importance of revitalizing small town and rural America and what it will mean to the future of our country. And so I would just say you have someone who wants to be president who realizes that America's future is in part tied to whether we can make rural America work again.
It was a ton of fun. I answered 18 questions an hour. That was my goal, to answer the most questions. Every question known to man, from GMOs to farming practices to trade. The bottom line is, rural America needs to vote.
Don't miss your opportunity to speak directly with rural America through this unprecedented event brought to you by RFD-TV, Rural Radio, and its association with all the major commodity and rural organizations. Rural America wants to hear from you and focus on issues that are important to those who choose to live in the communities that make up this great country. Rural Town Hall broadcasts during prime time on RFD-TV and reaches into 48 million homes with an additional 27 million subscribers on Rural Radio Sirius XM coast to coast. Rural Town Hall is your exclusive hour. This is a conversation, not a debate, with the candidate answering questions from rural and agricultural America. And rural America votes. 64% of RFD-TV's loyal audience vote in both federal and state elections. The presidential primaries are first conducted in rural states, setting the tone and direction of the election and deciding who will be the nation's next president 70% of the time. This is a rare opportunity for candidates to influence rural American voters. You can't sit in the White House unless you've stood in the cornfields of rural America. Join us as we bring you positive and uplifting Rural Town Hall, only on RFD-TV and Rural Radio Sirius XM.